Today is March 18th. We're going to continue with our Lesson 8 student task statement. On 8.2, using diagrams to show that expressions are equivalent, here's a diagram of x plus 2 and 3x when x equals 4. Notice that the two diagrams are lined up on their left sides. So if x is 4, that's why, if x is 4, that's why you have one unit with 4 smaller units. And x is 2, there's one unit with 2 units. So do you see that? X is 4 because there's 4 here. X is 4 and then 2. 3x would be written like this as a tape diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me, that's the second group. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the third group. So if you notice that, so 1, 2, and 3. And why do they have 4 in each? Because x equals 4. Okay? So in these problems, what we're going to do is we're going to draw diagrams. And if you're doing this in your notebook and you're not at school, so you might not have access to the graph paper, but that's okay. Just draw it out and just kind of make sure each one of these are the supposed units. So let's do the first one together. Draw a diagram of x plus 2 and a separate diagram of 3x when x is 3. So if x is 3 and there's only one x, so then I can draw one unit of 3, right? And that would be x. And then I would draw one unit of 2 because it says 2 here. So it would look like that. Okay? And then a separate diagram of 3x. So I would draw 3 units of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Like this. Right? So wouldn't that work? That's 3x. If x is 3, I would draw 3 units of 3. So again, if you're doing this in your notebook, it's okay. Just kind of make a tape diagram and make sure you have the units there. All right? So go ahead and try to do 2, 3, and 4. And then when you're ready, unpause it and see what you got. Okay? All right. X plus 2, a separate diagram of 3x. So this would be x because x equals 2, and then this is 2. And then for the other one, 3 of them, huh? How'd you do? Pretty good? Okay, if you have a question, let me know. All right, draw a diagram of x plus 2 and a separate diagram of 3x when x is 1. So 1. So that would be x. And then this would be 2. And then x is 1. So, oops. So like this. Right? Now number 4 could be a little tricky. Draw a diagram of x plus 2 and a separate diagram of 3x when x equals 0. So if x equals 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. So then I would just draw 2, right? And then if x is 0, 3 times 0 is what? Is 0. So I don't even have to draw anything. I can draw a question mark. I can write a question mark if I want. I can even put, NA, meaning, not applicable, or I can just leave it blank because 3 times 0 is 0, right? So you don't need to put anything. When are x and 2 and 3x equal? When are they not equal? Use your diagrams to explain. Take a look at these diagrams. Which one of these have an equal amount of units together? Take a look. And when are they not equal? They are only equal when the variable is 1. They are not equal with any other number. What's 1 plus 2? 3. What's 3 times 1? 3. See, just like right here. See how these are the same? Any other number, they're not the same. Look what happens when we use 2. Look what happens when we use 3. You know? So 1 is the only number where you would have the same answer. Draw a diagram of x plus 3 and a separate diagram of 3 plus x. And then when are x plus 3 and 3 plus x equal? When are they not equal? Use your diagrams to explain. So go ahead and pause that. And then when you're ready, take a look at what I did. All right, so draw a diagram x plus 3. I mean, it can be whatever you want. So this can be x, and this can be 3 in a separate diagram. So you're basically kind of drawing the same thing. It's supposed to look the same. All right. When are x plus 3 and 3 plus x equal? When are they not equal? So think about it. They're always going to be equal. Because if we use x as 5, isn't 5 plus 3 the same thing as 3 plus 5? How about 7? 7 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 7. Okay? I don't think they'll ever not be equal. I think they're going to be I think they're always going to be the same. On the next part, 8.3. Pick any variable you want and then plug that in and then see and find any pair of expressions that are equivalent. Okay, so you're going to write out all these expressions and then pick a pair that's going to be the same for each. Okay, so pick any variable you want. You can say a is 3, a is 4, a is 5, a is 7. All right, I'm going to use 6 as my variable. Okay, when you're ready, unpause it, and then you can see what we did. All right, so if I use 6, what's 6 plus 3? 9. And then what's 3 plus 6? 9. So that's a pair. Okay, what's 6 plus 6 plus 6? 18. What's 6 times 3? 18. All right, and then if I use 6, 6 is here, and that's what's 1 times 6? 6, right? Okay, all right. How about 6 times 3? 18. Now, which one of these has to do with 18? Or whatever number you picked? It would be this one. Because if I use 6, 6 multiplied by 3 over 1. Remember, when we're using division with fractions, we have to reciprocal it and then change it into a multiplication problem. So now wouldn't it be this? What's 6 times 3? 18. What's 18 times 1? 1. So 18 and 18 are together. And then, of course, the last ones are 1/3 A and this. So 1/3 times 6. 1/3 times 6. It would be like this. It'd be 6 over 3. And that would be 2, right? And then this would be 6 over 3, and then that would be 2 again. So that's why these two mix. These two are the same. All right? And then read the lesson needs summary. You can tell that x plus 9 and 4 plus x are equal when x equals 3. You know that because, look, these tape diagrams are the same. Okay? They're the same length. These are not the same length. These are not the same length. These are not the same length. Only when x equals 3 is when they're equivalent. All right. Your homework is to do the practice problems and then do 3 and 4, but not number 5. Okay, don't do number 5. Okay? Then also what you're going to do is you were supposed to read lesson 4 yesterday, chapter 5, lesson 4. You were supposed to read that yesterday for homework. Answer these questions and submit when finished. Did enslaved people in Athens work and have a normal, somewhat normal life? Cite text evidence. And then compare and contrast the Athenian democracy and American democracy in your own words. So you can write this on a piece of paper and then take a picture of it, submit it, or you can just write it on Canvas. Just write on the text, and you're good to go. So those 2 things are for homework. All right? Any questions? Please let me know. All right. Have a good day. See ya.